All right, welcome, welcome. We're now thinking about the bones in the neck and the cervical spine arthritis today. And so, if you have aches and pains with your neck or difficulties with that part of the when arthritis attacks your body, this is your week. All right, so we are looking at all the things that we've learned as well. And we're also going to make sure that we think about balancing your doshes. So when we did that quiz at the beginning, like during your interview, and we talked about whether you have a lot of fire and a lot of drive in your system, type A, you like to have your schedule, your routine, or if you're more of earth in your system or earth and water, and you like to sit on the couch in your PJs eating ice cream, that kind of you'd rather watch things and then jump in, and then once you get going, it's hard to get you to stop. Um, you're kind of the backbone of what makes the world work. You get the hard worker, or maybe you're like your fearless leader who's a lot of air, right? You know, you ping pong, you don't know where your keys are, you don't know where your phone is, you can't remember if you did this or that, and you have a lot of air in your system, and your bones get lighter with that too. It's osteoporosis and things like that, as well as air in your system. But a lot of mental health things are tagged on to lots of air in people's bodies. And again, you can take this part of it for what it's worth, but you do know the difference of when you felt like a space cadet and when you felt like you're a slug. And so yoga can give you tools to get up off the couch and get some fire in your system, or yoga can give you the tools to slow down and ground yourself. And so whether you want to believe or take into effect the constitutions of the doshic qualities, that doesn't matter, but you can use the tools for when you feel those feelings. And we're going to talk about that today. All right, so this is a list of everything and that. And I know y'all didn't want paper, but I just wanted you to have this today. And if you want to share, because I do want us to look at the part about the dosha as we go along. And then I also want you to think about, and so Valerie and Lynette, I will email you this. And so I do want to think about, see it over here. What was I wanting to think about? Um, but that's air right there. That means we need ground. When you can't hold a thought and you can't remember what you were.
What are we supposed to be looking at?
That's, oh, I know what I was gonna say. If you don't know something on there, like if something you're like, I'm never doing that, what the hell was that all about? That is, what we want to, address too, because those are the things that, so in other words, Jennifer, that's a list of all the things that we study, are introduced. And if there's something you don't know or would like to know, just let me know. And then that little table down at the bottom is where we want to come. And then here's another one of these so that you can write down your homework, and you can, this just gives you different lines for it that you can do just like what Jennifer did before. You can use the back of it when we didn't have a little table like that, and use write down the things that you want to practice this week. Like, I'm going to breathe like a hummingbee, or I'm going to practice moving like the sun, or I'm going to, whatever. All right, who needs anything to bear down on? Who needs anything to write with? Tell me what to write. Okay.
You got things to write with?
Yes, about things to write. Right. Do you want to write, or you?
I never done one.
Okay. All right, all that to get started. So you can just tuck that under your desk. I just want you to have it. So if you like something that we do, you say, oh, I'm gonna write this one down. Yeah, this will be one that okay. All right, so we're ready to get started, and we're going to start with a way to breathe. Two ways we're going to add today. One is called hummingbee breath, and then the other is called switch breath. And so both of these are the breaths that can help with balance, breaths that can help with if you are needing to slow down, like I need to slow down, right? So that I don't lose thoughts, or I don't, that I'm more in the moment and not thinking about what all else happens today. All right, so the first one is called hummingbee breath. And so what you're going to basically do is take a breath in, and when you breathe out, you're going to hum. And when you don't have any more air with it, you take in another breath and you breathe out. You take in another breath and you breathe out. You can do it for 3 rounds. Okay, you ready? We'll try 2 more. Big breath in. Everybody's gonna fall out whenever you do. And big breath in and big breath out. Hum.
You put in the floor, I didn't.
Yeah.
Still humming.
Well, good for you. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good thing. The longer you can hum is better. And it's not a right amount, it's whatever you've got, the air that you've got in that moment. And of course, the longer exhalation you have, the better. But you're exhaling as you hum it out. And did anybody buzz or anything when they did it? Like, did your mouth go? Blah, 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 blah? So if you keep your teeth a little bit apart, you can kind of play with that a little bit. But
What they taught us last week at Clemson is when you breathe, you don't breathe up here like a military. person.
right.
Your stomach should come out.
Right. So that's that
Stomach
diaphragm.
stays out, you're doing it right.
And if you want to feel that, like, you can go up to a counter and face the counter and breathe in and hum it out and see if you're not using the belly breath, and not, like you said, chest breathing. Yeah. Yeah. That's that diaphragmatic
Up
breath.
here, it blocks off all your, the throat. You
Yeah.
can't sing.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Same sermon, different venue that's been preached in. That's good. All right, and then the other kind of breath is a little bit tricky, but it's called switch breath. You actually breathe in and out of one side of your nose more than you do the other. You are right, left, or left nostril dominant, and you didn't ever know it. I know it. You lived all this many years, and you learned something new
Just
today.
goes to show you.
Yeah.
Ain't pretty
And
darn
then
careful.
the other part of that is that your body naturally switches back and forth throughout the day, depending on the time of day for you. So this one is one you always want to have a box of Kleenexes close by. All right, because as you pinch on your nose, sometimes you get things to start moving. All right, so I'll put this right here if you need it hollered. But what you're gonna do is just take a big breath in and let the breath go. And then you're going to pinch off the left side of your nose. Now, when you pinch off, you don't want to pinch again. You just want to really, there's that natural indentation right there where your glasses are. And you're welcome to take your glasses off if you feel that, right? And I'll show you 2 ways to do it. When I teach it to little children, I talk about the breathing in, like you're going to pinch it off and you breathe in. And then you pinch off and you breathe out. So the air is going up one side of the nose, and then it's going out the other. It's called switch breath or alternate nostril breathing. And so you are actually focusing on how the air goes in and out of those nostrils. Now, if you're gunky and got sinus issues going on and can't even begin to use one side of your nose, which I find to happen the first thing in the morning with me, frequently my left side of my nose is not working as well as my right.
You keep doing it backwards.
That's
of what you say.
And I'm sorry. I think I've been
teaching.
teaching.
Left side and you're on the right side.
Yeah, I think I've been trying to teach in a mirror too much. Like how you're trying to mirror people. But I'm just challenged like that. But so the idea is that oh golly, see, I can't hold on. We need to breathe some more. Can't hold on to any thought. Oh, I was going to teach you about the hand, but the idea is that you're getting both of those sides to, oh, I knew, I was going to tell you, you can visualize it. You can visualize it and just imagine that the air is going in and out. Like if you just can't get it done because you're too gunky one day. That's what I was trying to say. All right. The other thing that is you can take your fingers and you could take the index finger and the middle finger and touch the middle of the hand, and you can toggle back and forth to close the nose off. Okay, so it's just the middle finger and the index finger touching, and then you toggle back and forth to close off the
what if you can't do that?
Yeah, then you just do
back
it.
in.
Yeah, it's all good. So that's part of that arthritis in the hand thing, you know, and so, yeah, you just close it off anyway. Okay, we're gonna try 6 rounds of that. Now, that's so long that you might go faster than me or go slower than me. It's all good. Once you get through 6 rounds, you just breathe in and out without your hand. And I'll model it, and then you can stay with me or you can breathe on your own. But we're gonna try 6 rounds. And I'll promise you, when I start my day like this, I have a much better day. Like, I don't like do what I'm doing right now, like, you know, and I don't understand, I'm like St. Paul, I don't understand why I don't do the things that I know I could do to make care of myself and be who I need to be for God, right? I just start my day. I just skip this instead of taking the time to breathe well. But if I do start my day with this, what's called switch breath, and I do 6 rounds, it seems to be like a day that just goes like flows. It's amazing. I also will, because I'm challenged with numbers, I will do things like spell Pisgah, the name of our church, because they have an acronym: praise God, increase faith, step it up, give generously, accept all, and help others. And so I will just do each round like, this is my P round, this is my I round. Like, it just helps me to stay on 6. Or I have also put on the body of Christ. Like, I'll put on the belt of truth for the first round, and then I'll put on my breastplate of righteousness, my shoes of peace, my helmet of salvation, my shield of faith, and my sword of truth. No, sword of, it's the scriptures. It's the sword. The only offensive weapon. You got all this defensive weapon. Because, and I like this, Bishop told me this, and I did like this. You are suited up to walk into difficulty. You're suited up. You are not suited up to hightail it and run the other way. You have nothing protecting your back. You need to walk into it, and you only have one offensive weapon, and that is your scripture. So, but you can do the 6 today. But just for food for thought, if this is something you want to do for your homework, this is all right. So big breath in and big breath out, and then pinch off your left side of your nose and breathe in your right. So I'm mirroring you. All right, then you're going to pinch off your right side of your nose and breathe out your left. Breathe in your left. Pinch it off. Don't mash it over, but just pinch it off gently and exhale. That's a round of breathing, and so just do 6. So 5 more, 5 more. Take one more big breath in. How do you feel? It's interesting. It doesn't take that long. And like I say, when I stop and do it, everything seems to kind of flow better for me, but I won't take time to do what I know is right. So I hope you will. I hope you will. All right. So, all right, now we're ready to think about our neck. So we're at the top of the spine today. And we have worked on arthritis in all the places, so that next week we will actually, I do want to say this, Lisa, before Lisa said, are we still on for Sunday? My schedule has changed and I can do Monday. Would y'all prefer to do, like, I don't have the training on Monday like I thought. I can travel on Monday. So get to Atlanta and the training is on Tuesday and Wednesday. Would you prefer to keep it on Sunday because that's what we changed it to and it's on your calendar that way? Or would you rather do this Monday? I know, can somebody help me remember to do that at the end? Because that is our last time together, and I want it to be where we can get most of us gathered. But, that, you asked me that in text, and I said, yes, we're still on for that, but then I realized my training is not on Monday like I originally thought. All right, so this is a little, model of your, back with your hips. We've done your hips, we've done your, where your, femur bone attaches to the pelvis. We've done your wrist and hands and shoulders. And now we're up here to the neck. So this little bitty part of your neck has a natural curve. And that little blue t-shirt in the back kind of shows you how your backbone has those curves in it. And that's natural. So to be straight and tall is to have a little bit of curve to the spine. Now, not those curves that go side to side with scoliosis, but you know, we're talking about those top vertebrae. So today we're looking at things that we can do to take care of the top of the spine. There's 7 bones, those 7 vertebral bones, and all the juicy stuff in between, right? We want to keep that nice and because we want those jelly-filled donuts to be hot and now ready. What does Krispy Kreme say? Hot now. Anybody need tissue? Everybody's good?
I don't know.
No, it's just like when you go by and they have the sign, hot and ready. There you go, Mary. Hot and ready. I need to write that down. Okay. So now I'm looking for my little notes. Back here. All right, and the first thing that I put down for you is to do foot sliders, I think. Let's look at you first list. So this on the second page of the list. This is what we're doing today. Foot sliders. All right. So if you have shoes on and you want to slip them off, you're welcome to do so. If you feel more comfortable leaving your shoes on, that's all good. But we do want to be able to move some toes with today. So if you could just move your toes in your shoes, that's all good. But you're going to start by looking up to the ceiling and finding where your neck says is a good place to be today. So just looking up and just getting a mark on the ceiling. And don't overdoing it. You're just looking up and then coming back. All right, everybody got your spot? Okay, now you're going to slide a foot forward, and it might be hard on the floor, but you slide it forward, and then you're going to kick it up on your heel. And then you're going to squeeze your toes as best you can in the shoes that you have on or the foot you have today. And then you're going to open the toes back up and lower them down. You're going to bring the foot back to the side by side with your other foot. And this time you're going to push through the mounds of the toes so that you kind of lift them up like using a Barbadelle shoe. All right, and then you come on in. The little Barbadelle shoe, she's got like this permanent one.
I've never seen.
And you never played with them, Mom, either. All right, so you do it 4 times. You go forward, kick up, and you curl your toes, and you straighten. If anybody likes this a lot, there's videos of how to do this online with a dude named James Knight, and you curl up, just pushing into the mounds, and you lift the toes. It's from his work, Somatics Yoga. And it illustrates a principle that what you do in your feet actually affects what happens in your neck. All right, and then you push up through the toes. All right, last one, you slide forward, you kick up, and I'll be glad to send that if anybody's interested. All right, open it, come on down, back, and then push through your knuckles, of the toes, and then you got All right, so then we do that sign on the other side. He never does anything more than 4 times, which I can count. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That's very good. Slide forward, lift up, curl your toes like he's peeking up a marble, right? Or something with your toes, and straighten the toes out and then flat. Back side by side, and then push through the knuckles, lifting up the toes. That's one. Slide forward, rock up on the heel, curl the toes. Don't do anything that gives you cramp. If you start feeling cramping, you can always walk it out, rest it. Pull back and lift. Forward, rock it up, curl, lift, flatten, back. All right, how many times is that?
3.
Thanks. All right, you're good. One more. Forward. You win. All right, you win. You're the accountant in the ring. Well, no, we have other accountants. All right, back to the stretch and flat, and back, and then. Okay, now keep your feet settled on the floor and then lift your head back and does your head go even just a little bit farther back. What about it, Barry? Did you have more movement? Something. Oh, did you get a little bit more? You got some more? All right, so you have tissue, like, the fascia is like the saran wrap that covers all the goodies inside of you. People have opened up cadavers in the past and they've just torn that part away thinking that's just stuff, right? Like the wrapping on the chicken, legs when you buy the meat at the grocery store. What they found is that actually is this hydration system, and they've gone in with those little tiny cameras, and done the, little surgeries that they can do now, right? And they've seen like this at work. It's actually water travels through this. It's a pretty neat, and Noah, my son, that's a massage therapist, says he sees that it'll be like, we have the endocrine system and the cardiovascular system and the respiratory, that it's gonna be a fascial system eventually, like they're gonna give it a whole place on the stage. But they even stopped casting everything like they once upon a time did, because they find it it's more detrimental to lock this part of you up and not let the hydration and all that work. So, and all that to say, you have fascia that goes from the bottom of your feet all the way up your back of your body, and then it hooks right into your cranium right here, your head. And so if you do something in your feet and move your feet, you can actually do things to help your neck.
We had a guidance counselor from the time who, back in the days, with bad headaches.
Yes.
You'd go in her office and she would massage and play with your feet and go in and make the headache go
Isn't
away.
that amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
really
that's
was.
good stuff, and that reminds you how the body of Christ works, and every part is gonna work together. Well, your feet are really helpful for your head, so good stuff. Another trick along those same lines is if you've got those little balls like we talked about before, or even my information says that even if you have like a dowel, like a broomstick or something like that, and you put pressure on the middle of that foot, it can also relax and help the neck. So good stuff to know. And if you remember when we did this before, it's the part of, all right, so it's part right there, kind of in the middle where you're trying to press. That goes into marma points and meridians and all these things that Eastern medicine brings to the table. And I don't know a lot about all that. It's definitely not something to discount, because it's also been around for lots and lots of years, yeah, so if it works, do it. Do it. Okay, so those are the things that we wanted to do called foot sliders to help us. Next thing that I wrote down is, and this is all the working stuff. All right, so let's do neck stretches. All right, we'll do neck stretches and then we'll do some warming up. All right, so neck stretches is going to be chin to the chest. And then you just let it like like it's got a weight, like an anchor on it. And you feel the muscles in the back of the neck stretch. And then you're gonna take an ear up to the ceiling as you lower another ear towards a shoulder. Now, it's more important to focus on this ear lifting up so that you lengthen the neck in the stretch and don't crunch it. Keep breathing. And now look down at your breast pocket, your pocket protector that you don't have right here. And that just gives another angle on the stretch on the neck. And then let your chin fall back heavy to the sternum. Lift the opposite ear up to the ceiling. You may find one side of the neck or the shoulder area, something feels more tight than the other. And that's all good. And then you're gonna look down at the pocket that you don't have on the side of the shirt. And then your chin. Take a big breath in and lift your gaze. And then now everybody take your gaze to your right, really your right, not me mirroring you, your right. Okay, so everybody looks that way. If somebody's going the other way, just give them a smile. And then take the gaze back to center. And now look your opposite. So that's moving the neck. Your neck can go forward, your neck can go backward, your neck can go side to side, your neck can twist. So we've moved it generally off those. Come on back to center, do one more. Take the chin down to the chest. And now you're gonna draw a little half smile up to a shoulder and then back down to center. So up to a shoulder and then back down to a center. And then you've got a full smile and you put that half smile together. And come back where the chin is heavy. And then breathe in and lift. Now, I was taught that it's not good to lean the head back and roll it all the way around at one time. You can also lean it back and let it do the half a smile if that feels good in your body. But if that doesn't, like, that's not feeling really good in my neck today, don't do it, doesn't feel good, right? But I would, the idea was it's really not good to do a whole circle around at one full swipe. I'm not really sure of the why on that as much as I remember the don't do it. Be good to ask your doctor this. I put you to sleep, Graham. She's relaxed with it. That's good. That's good to hear. She's already relaxed. Okay, so let's wake her up. So let's put your block in front of you and work our sun salutes. So we can get a little energy. And then we're gonna step up and go out in the hall to work something similar to the clock stretch that we tried last week. All right, gonna start with your hands together, thumbs to the heart. Big breath in as you reach high. And exhale as you take your palms to your lap. Breath in as you reach out on the diagonal or on the feeling the sit bones really connect. Keep the shoulders where they need to be. And then now you fold yourself over. Reach down to wherever your block is, the floor is. You can also prop yourself up on these elbows if that's a better fit for your body than the deeper fold. And then we're going to take one hand low and one hand high for a twist. And the hand that's high comes low and the hand that's low comes high. And these are just some gentle ways you can get some energy if you're tired or that's all right. Back up too if we need to get more space. Feel your feet connected. All right. And then really squeeze your legs. All right. Squeeze the muscles in your belly and then breath in as you lift. Y'all need more space, or y'all good? All right, exhale, palms together and thumbs to your heart. That's one. So we do this about 3 times. Breathing in, reach high. Exhale, hands to lap. Inhale, reach out on the diagonal. Exhale, fold, whatever that is for your body. Inhale, come up and do your twist. And then come on back down. And inhale and twist the opposite direction. Yeah. And then come on back down. Feel your feet really connect with the floor. Squeeze the muscles in the legs. Squeeze your belly and bum and back muscles as you support the lift forward and up. And exhale, bring palms together, thumbs to your heart. All right, breathing in and breathing out. And last time, breathing in, reach high. And exhale, hands to the lap. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, roll the body. One hand to the center, one hand high. All right, one hand high, one hand low, with the tray. And then reach down. Feel your feet connect, and then we're gonna squeeze muscles as you reach up, 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 up. And palms together, and thumbs to the heart. Now, what I love about this is if you look at your little table that we had on the 3rd page of today, when we think of moving like the sunshine, it can be something that is helpful for Vata. Like when you have a lot of air, it can help you ground, right? Because you're really connecting with the ground with your feet. But it also can be something that if you feel a little sleepy and need energy, right? It's the thing that can go here it's energizing. It can help you. I'm still working on the blank there that I have there about how to get more air in your body, like I'm not sure if that's gonna be balancing poses or breathing poses, breathing strategies. So I do that. I've asked my teacher to help me with that. Because when I was filling this out, I went, I wonder how to fill that out. But so this moving like the sunshine can be helpful there. Okay, so we're back here to cervical spine thing. Let's do shoulder internal and external rotation. All right, so we're going to go out in the hallway. And that means that I will bring our friends on Zoom. But you're actually going to do like when we did clock stretches and we were on the wall like that, right? You're going to do that with one hand on the wall. Now, you're going to take it and give a thumbs up as you press the upper body into the wall, moving the feet to the side. And that's going to be moving the shoulder in like external rotation. That gets this movement in the shoulder. And these things that we're doing are helping our neck and our muscles around the neck to relax, which is going to help us with our arthritis in those places. And then the other way you're going to do it is you're going to put your, all right, so the first way was this way, y'all, out there in TV land. And then like this is against the wall. So this way. All right, and then you're going to now do this fist against the wall like this. And you're walking away from it. And then that's going to get the internal rotation. Okay. All right. So we'll bring you back here. Yeah. All right. So come on out here. That's probably a disaster right and happen, isn't it? Look at that stool. All right. So everybody put your fist on the wall and put your thumb. Okay, yeah, fist on the wall and your thumb out. Yes.
What, let me see.
Fist on the wall and thumb out. Yeah?
Like that?
Yes. Now you're lengthening your arm as long as your arm will let you. And then you walk away from it. So you put your fist on the wall and put your chest on the wall. Yeah. And then now walk away from it, whatever your body will let you to do. Okay, so Lisa, that's exactly right. If you have pain, remember like when we did the clock stretch, you walk your feet away, right? So you have more. We're stretching shoulders here. All right, so your body is up against the wall, thumb away. See if I can show you that. And then you're walking away. It's the part of you that bam, 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 like that part is on the wall. Like this part. Yeah, and your arms out to the side.
Right.
So your arms like at 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Yeah, yeah, 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So you're pushing that into the wall and you're walking away. So you're at 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, and then you walk away to 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock away from it. So you're getting a movement in your shoulder. Okay, so don't yowabunga, walk your feet away and don't get as much. So your arm is out straight. So put your arm on the wall straight. Yes.
Yes.
Now put the pad, yeah,
Yeah.
yes, now walk away from it. Does that make sense? Now do you feel a stretch in your shoulder?
I do, yes.
Yes, that's where we're going for. Yeah, you got it? So the arm is out at 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, if your body will let you, and then you put the pad like wham, 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 right there, and then you walk away.
Are you supposed to be able to stretch your arms straight?
Yeah, but if your arm won't go straight, it's all good. All right, so the next thing you do is you're gonna take your fist to the wall, right? I'm gonna put y'all back. We'll catch up with you in just a minute. And if you don't understand this part, you just holler. Now, same side, same hand, you're gonna put this part on the wall. The opposite, so you bring here, and now you're here. And then you walk away from it, you're stretching the shoulder the other direction. So your shoulder was built to go like this, and your shoulder is built to go like this. Yeah. Yeah, so you just have given it 2 ways to kind of break up a little bit what's happening in your shoulder. And like I say, if it's a little thing, too much. Yeah, you need to do it on the other side. But you showed me that, I want to remind you of that too. Okay, so now we're back to 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, with arms stretched out to the wall. And you're gonna take your thumb print, like your thumb, like a hitchhike thumb, off the wall, then you got the tap. Let's see, you're walking away from it. Yeah, and now you're feeling a stretch to the front. Yes. What's that? Oh, well, if you can do that, you can stretch it here, or if you want to walk your feet away from the wall too, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. It depends on your body. All right. Is that because of the artificial shoulder that your side is much? Don't work too hard. All right, now come on back to the wall and you're gonna flip that hand over so that you got to the other side of the wall, but you're still walking away from it. So now, yeah. So I'm sorry I didn't explain this. But yes, now you walk away from it. Like turn towards the other way, yeah. Now that, so you have done the way that the shoulder would move both ways, the external and the internal rotation. And all of these are things that help with what's happening in the neck. All right, let it go, let it go. All right, you come on back to the chair. And that makes me think of this is what I shared with y'all, like I shared this with y'all, like as a handout in the last email, but if you'll just move your chair back a little bit so you have some more space and lean into the chair and let the other arm hang. This is not something we did last week, but this is something that I sent y'all as a handout. You use your body to make it move in a circle. And so this makes me think, Pop, how you had, when you arms hurts, you kind of do this naturally. And then you can get your body going forward and backward and kind of sling it from side to side, or you can get it going from forward and backwards. But you're not trying to use the shoulder muscles to do it. You're trying to use the rest of your body. And that may feel good in your shoulder after it worked. Like it did. And then try it on the other side. But again, you're gonna take your body and move your feet around and get that movement. It's hard for me to not use the muscles. So just see, you're just trying to totally relax here. Which we know will help with all kinds of conditions and including our arthritis. If we could just be more relaxed. Go with the flow. All righty. Okay, we're going to skip the eagle arms for now and pick that up after we try these other things. The single strap release is taking your strap and doing a
Are we standing or sitting?
sitting down. Well, you can stand too. It's okay if you need to stand. All right, so the single strap release is taking your strap and threading it through. And I'm glad to help anybody whose fingers say, I don't want to do that today. But you're making like a harness with it.
Oh, and I got my outfit. When they do, that's what I just put it in.
But you're gonna put it over one shoulder, like you got a hurt arm, like you're making a sling. Okay, so we just threaded it through to make a harness. And then you're putting it over one shoulder like it's the Girl Scouts or the Beauty Queen. Or like the Deaconess has a stole like this. And then you're gonna take your hand on the opposite side, on the lower side, and you're gonna push down, and that's gonna release your shoulder. You don't have to have the buckle on the actual shoulder if that doesn't feel good. But this is called a single side stretch. Good?
I'm there.
Yeah.
You want your arm fully extended.
You wanna feel, you wanna be able to feel this pull on that shoulder.
How about
How's
pulling
that
on the
feel?
neck?
Yeah. How's that, is it too much on your neck?
No, well, I swear.
Yeah.
Like, how could you do that? No, you're right.
Yeah, if you want it more, I mean, if you want it more here, like over the shoulder, it's supposed to relax. Yeah.
It's just something.
You're patient.
Got it.
And then once you feel like you beauty queened on that side, just like the strap, right? Or the Girl Scout sash or the Deaconess stole, you can do it on the other side. But that's easier said than done, so just take your time. But can you feel it pulling on that? Releasing. Let me read you about it while we're. So this is called single strap release. Well, I'm glad you caught that thing.
Well, I know this is.
You can also take your, while your hand is holding down the strap, and you can take your head, do a stretch with your head.
But it's supposed to be.
You feel that?
Towards the head cheek. So, but if I go to twist it, so.
Well, thank you, Granny. I'm glad you took it. You get, your assistant.
And you just really go wherever the link you want, and it stays. Oh, okay.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I got you. I was pulling on it to make it that way. Well, you were trying, yeah, you were
Yeah.
trying to make it.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Right, and then come around and set up.
Oh, you can make it tighter or loose, you know, that's good.
So you have a bathrobe or you have something, that you can develop some kind, or you're welcome to, do some homework and win one. Alright, so that, and then you also have the trap stretch that you just wanna show them that again. So, we won't take time to do that since we need to get to our resting soon. But this we did last week, and this is the one where you go like, you have a shawl, that's underneath or what do you, something that's underneath, yeah. And then you're going to, under the arms, and then you're going to go up and over. And stand up and show them how the back looks. So then Grammy's gonna cross it in the back.
But it's got to go.
It's called the parachute pull.
It's got-
Would you like to try it since you didn't try last week?
I can't do it by myself. I
Yeah,
can't.
but
I
it's
can't-
really kind of cool because then you can, now don't buckle it, just show them how you pull on it. And when you pull on it, now that's the same kind of thing that the other one was.
I
But
can't-
pull it down.
I can't make
Pull it down,
cross
yeah,
like that.
you feel it stretching out your shoulders and you
But I
pull
like
it down, it's called a parachute pull. Right?
That's a two-man thing. Yeah, I can't put it on by myself. Last night I put it on, he says, when you got it on twisted.
It's okay, but then what you can do is, if you like the way that feels, people buy those postural corrector type things, you can use it like that. And it's similar, but we learned to do it with just a pull, you didn't necessarily. Okay, that's the strap bun. And then what else did I promise I would show you today? I got eagle arm, self-head pull, big toe release. All right, self-head pull is going to be taking your hands, if they open up like this, and coming right below, you can feel where your skull is, yeah, right here. You're gonna take your hands right there below the skull and right under the jaw, and you're just gonna pull the
Where are
head.
your thumbs?
The thumbs are kind of right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, right there in that
That
hole.
little notch.
Yeah, but so when you get a massage, does your massage person do this? Pull your head. Like, oh, it just feels so good. They also, my massage therapist sometimes can cut their fingers right under the cranium, the skull. And there's a lot of nerve endings there, and that can be relaxing too. But I mean, if that feels good to you, it always feels good to me to make some space there.
She asked me where I wanted to work.
Okay, where do you ask her to work?
My shoulders, my back, and sometimes.
All right, but that is something you can do for yourself, maybe. All right, and then the big toe release is gonna just be very similar. Oh, we did it already. I showed you that one. That was the one with the ball and the dowel idea. That's connect. I taught those together since we did those. All right, so eagle arms. All right, now we're ready for eagle arms. So you can throw everything away. You don't need anything else. All right, so eagle arms, and you can also, y'all, do this standing, but we're back in the chair, so we like it. All right, so we're gonna feel our feet connect with the floor, and you lift an arm out in front of you. You lift the other arm out in front of you. Now, if your body will allow, and it just depends on the body that you're in, right? See if you can work the arms together. Okay, if they won't go together, this is just fine. And again, you also, I told you to put things away, but if you wanted the strap, you could hold it right here if you wanted it. But everybody's good, right? All right, now the next thing that you can do
Is
is,
that supposed to be pulling up your shoulders?
yes, you are opening up the upper back here. That's what we're gonna be working on. All right, so then if you want more, you may be just fine. And if this is the bus stop for you, don't push yourself. This is good. But you can take an elbow in an elbow crease. No,
That's
just
what
hang right there, just hang right there, it's all good. But if you can take the elbow and the elbow crease, the eagle arms are that you wrap the hands again, like back to back or wrap again. Again, it depends on how open you are here and all the things. So just stay right here because you're just gonna breathe in and lift the elbows just a smidge, not very much, but just a smidge. Now, does your back open up when you do that? Do you feel it stretching? And so that creating space again, so that our neck can do what our neck can do. So in our study of arthritis, mostly we're moving joints and things to help. But today we had a lot of things that weren't directly with our neck, but they were all to help relax muscles and things around that that are going to help the neck work better. All right, and then you let it go. And this is the only thing, I can't understand how this can be an eagle. I don't understand. It's like how the people name the constellations, and I'm like, I see a belt. I got Orion's belt. But what in the world? I don't get why you call that one the dragon or what, like I say. So I don't understand why this is the eagle. And get the expression of the pose that is, so whatever arm is on the bottom, y'all. This is how you would do it in what I'm gonna do.
That looks like a vine. What do you-
Yeah.
that's
Oh, we
soft.
are not, but this is the full expression of the post. Like, I mean, like, what in the world? How's that an eagle? But what I can see is when you let go and you just lift your wings up and down. So go ahead and unfurl and uncurl. And just
There you're
now
flying.
I can feel like, okay, that's
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Now, we're gonna do it again, and if you were right here, you just stay right here again. But if you did like this before, yeah, now you're gonna do like this. So you're just putting the opposite elbow into the elbow crease and you're stretching out. Now, on this one, yeah, so this one is like this.
I wouldn't even try to do
Yeah. And then see, my knee won't bend on this side, so I can't get around to do that. But you can also stimulate that in the chair if you wanted full, but they just said eagle arms. They didn't say we had to do the whole thing. But you can wrap it around like that, if it is you want to. But again, understand it's an eagle unless he's got the fish and he's holding on. Don't let it go. I'm coming to the light of the big lunch. No, it's like he needs to go to the bathroom or something. He's crossing his legs. All right, big breath in and big breath out. All right. So those are all the things that I have for your neck today. And then, so we'll finish up with a twist. And so twist is always the same. Warm up is always the same. You can turn to the side, grow tall, breathe in and reach to the back. Or you can just stay forward, breathing in, grow tall and turn to the side. Right, but you're just trying to get a twist in your body.
it both ways.
Do it both ways. And then I will give you a lavender cloth. All right, so mostly the thing that we all need to do is slow down and relax. Mostly, I mean, life is about producing and being productive. Or our culture, has told us. I know that thankfully everybody in the room is retired and able to kind of have their own schedule. But if you think about things that are going on, if you can stay relaxed and stay calm, then you have a, oh, they're in this bridge, Sorry.
Yeah. I did that right. You can't wear it on the side. Ah.
So you might not want one today.
You got them cold things
These are
again?
really cold.
Oh,
Yeah, they're really cold today. If you were hot and sweaty, it would feel good, but I forgot. I'm gonna remember to do the towel warmer. That's a longer one.
So you
Yeah,
don't have to go down.
yeah, actually, that's the long one. I think that's longer. I think that's 10 foot. I think those are 8 feet.
I want this cold thing on my neck.
Okay. Y'all are kind. Y'all did not have to roll those up. All right. So today.
Father always puts one of those hot
Come on,
towels
put it-
over the top of
put it
my
on your
head.
head.
Ooh, it feels good.
It's really cold.
Oh,
I know. I'm gonna
How
remember to
y'all
get you.
stand there?
I'm gonna get you.
let me
Put it on
remind
your
you again
head.
about your suitable education. Put it on your neck.
Ah,
Feels
Put it on
good.
your head.
ah.
And then pretty much. If it doesn't feel like you can relax, don't do it. Good like Caesar. You don't have to have it. It's all good. Okay. So,
Stay cold. Oh.
Your body.
and that's what happens. You know what, Jennifer, you hit a real important point. Whenever you have a warm one, that's worse. They don't stay warm long at all. But that really makes me sad. Okay, so today we're gonna channel our inner sloth. Does anybody know that animal? A sloth?
Yeah.
All right, so the sloth doesn't do anything in a hurry. All right, it takes it like 3 days to come out of the tree just to get to the ground to go to the bathroom, you know, I mean, it does everything really slow. And so we're gonna think about this as we relax our body today and remind ourselves that this idea of relaxing our body, this thinking and channeling the sweet, slow moving sloth is gonna help us all to be more confident and more calm and more able to do whatever it is that you've got to do next. Feel more peaceful, and hopefully you'll even sleep better whenever you crawl into bed tonight. Okay. You're comfortable, you close your eyes if you want to. Take a nice big breath in. And send that breath all the way down to your tummy. Let your tummy get nice and big like a full balloon. And then exhale slowly. I'm going to do it again and do it just as slowly. Big breath in. And let the breath go. And this time when you do it, you're going to send that calmness and that relaxation all the way to your toes. And when you let the air out of the body, you're going to let go any thoughts that are swirling around. Let all of it go and just feel calm and peaceful. Continue breathing and let your mind and body stay relaxed and calm. Imagine that you are an adorably lazy sloth. And it's still okay to be lazy because a sloth is naturally slow and steady. And this is just how you want as you get ready for bed, as you get ready to relax and rest. You want to channel that inner laziness. Sloths are the world's slowest animals, and that's how you are right now. Imagine your sloth self up high in a big, beautiful tree in a lush rainforest. And even the sloths normally can't see very well. Let's imagine that you can see all the beautiful colors that surround you. So you look around and you see colorful parrots flying from treetop to treetop, talking and squawking. You glance over at a nearby tree branch and you see a tiny, sparkling, bright green tree frog friend. He's so little and cute, and his bright orange webbed feet and toes, his beautiful, shiny, blinking eyes back at you. You giggle because he's so little and sweet. The wind gently rustles the treetops and blows on your brown fur. It's warm in this place, yet the big trees provide some cool. The air feels moist as you breathe it in. You decide to move over one branch, so ever so slowly. You reach out and grab onto the branch with your strong front paws. It takes a lot of effort to do this because all you want to do is get back to sleep. Sloths sometimes sleep 18 hours a day. And that's all you want to do. You need to relax and rest and not be awake for long. You finally make your way to your next branch, but now you're absolutely exhausted. That took a long time. So now you sleep. A deep, deep, relaxing, and peaceful sleep. It feels so wonderful to hang here knowing you're perfectly safe and you can sleep soundly. You've done a terrific job being a sloth. Don't know bees, pajam, pajam. Don't know bees, pajam. Don't know bees, pajam. Don't know bees, pajam. Dona, no bisachum. Dona, no bisachum. Dona, no bisachum, pachum. Dona, no bisachum. A big breath in. And know that you can use your imagination to be a sloth or anything that you want to be at any point in time. But if this was a good visualization for you, you can practice it again sometime soon. Take another breath in. Invite some movement back in your bodies with little wiggles of your fingers, or you can roll your ankles, point and flex your toes, your ankles, or maybe gently rock and roll that head like we shared at the beginning of our practice. The The word namaste in yoga means the light in me, the divine in me honors and appreciates how God works in your life. And so we'll take a big breath in, reach arms high, press palms together, bring them down to the heart, and we'll say that word namaste. All right, thank you, everybody. Okay, we'll stop the